One of the biggest misconceptions when manifesting and creating your own reality, when manifesting and creating the things that you want and desire in your life, is this idea that you have to believe it to manifest it, that you have to believe it to create it, that you have to believe it to see it. This idea has been talked about for thousands of years. Back, the ancients talked about it in that famous verse in Mark 11:24. Whatever things you ask when you pray, believe you have received them and you will have them. But what were the ancients really trying to tell us? They weren't trying to tell us that belief was required. What are they saying? They're saying whatever things you ask and pray, in other words, whatever you desire and want, whatever you assume, declare, and announce, whatever you choose as your reality, believe you have received them. In other words, be aware of already being that identity or that person that has those things. Be aware of already being that person that you desire to be, and you will be it, and you will have them. That's what they were saying. Because we get that question, how do I believe it? Well, stop trying to believe it. Know it. Be it. Trying to believe it just seeds doubt, just creates a reality of doubting. The question's not how do I believe it? The question is, who am I? Who are you? That creates your entire life experience. I am is truth. It's knowing. It doesn't require belief. It's beyond belief. It's an awareness of already being that which you desire to be. Self-awareness, your own awareness of being, creates and manifests it all. And you hear that all the time. Well, I'll believe it when I see it. And then the teachers and the gurus say, no, you'll see it when you believe it. But both of those are not it. Both of those keep you looking for conditions to meet or concessions to make before you can accept that you're that person that you desire to be. I'll believe it when I have physical manifested proof. And then a coach or a guru or someone will say, well, no, you'll have physical manifested proof when you believe it. But neither one of those are quite the idea that we're talking about. Both of those create the idea of doubt, of I am not yet that which I desire to be. All of that makes manifesting what you want conditional. That there is some condition I need to meet or concession I need to make before I give myself permission to accept that I am that which I want to be. It creates this idea that I got to believe it before I can accept that I am it. What the ancients were trying to tell us is be aware of yourself as already that person you desire to be. Be aware of already having those things, and you will. It's awareness. That's what belief is. It's self-awareness. It's awareness of already being it. Be aware of yourself as that which you desire to be. Be aware of yourself as already having those things that you want to have. So stop trying to believe it. Stop making it conditional. Be the proof. We've said this now in many videos. Be the proof of everything that you want and desire to be. Be the proof of everything you want and desire to have. And you will have it, and you will be it. It's not about convincing your mind, trying to make your mind believe it. It's not about trying to make yourself believe it. It's not about reprogramming your subconscious so it finally accepts it. You hear that idea that, oh, my subconscious is rejecting it. It doesn't believe it. It believes everything because it is everything. It already said yes. There's nothing rejecting it but you. There's nothing denying yourself but you. You can only deny yourself. So just be it. Be aware of already being that which you want and desire to be. Stop trying to believe it. It's beyond belief. You are I am awareness. What you are aware of, you believe. What you believe, you accept as true or your truth. What you accept as your truth becomes your reality. Wow. I am is direct knowing that you are that which you desire to be. It doesn't require any indirect circumstantial proof or evidence. It is the evidence. It is the proof. Belief, though, requires secondary circumstantial proof. Belief requires physical evidence. Belief just creates doubt and a reality of I am not unless there are certain conditions are met. I'm not yet until these conditions are met, until I have proof. And then you ask how, but how implies teaching techniques and processes in some way to make you believe. All that effort. I am requires nothing but your knowing itself that what you decide and announce and declare as who you are and what your reality is, it must be. Nothing else is required ever. So back to Mark 11:24. Believe that you receive them and you will have them. Be aware that you have received them. Be aware that you're already that person you desire to be. Belief is your very own self-awareness. Neville Goddard said this, you are already, Neville Goddard, the spiritual teacher and mystic, you are already that which you want to be. And your refusal to believe it is the only reason you don't see it. He says it here, your refusal to be aware of yourself as that which you desire to be, without any need for outside or secondary proof or circumstantial evidence. That's what he was trying to say there. It's your own non-acceptance, your own refusal to be aware of yourself. That's what refusal to believe it means. To be aware of yourself is already being that which you desire to be. It's a choice. It's a decision. Nothing is keeping you from that. Remember, what you are aware of, you believe. What you believe, you accept as true. What you accept as true becomes your reality, and it is your entire life experience. Hear this. That's the whole... Belief was never needed. Ever. What you're aware of, you believe. Belief's secondary. It comes with your awareness. What you are aware of, you believe. What you believe, you accept as true. What you accept as true becomes your reality and your entire life experience. Be it before you believe it. Because that's what's going on anyway. Belief was never needed. It's secondary. It's secondary causation. It's a secondary condition. Wow. Again, what you are aware of as awareness itself, you believe. What you believe, you accept as your truth of what's true. What you accept as your truth of what's true becomes your reality and is your entire life experience here and now. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Tom Kearin channel and studios of Be Something Wonderful, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, check out the Be Something Wonderful channel. Just released a video there. We also did a live event, which is now available, our 44th live event. We'll be scheduling our 45th coming up soon in a few weeks. Stay tuned for that on the Be Something Wonderful membership channel. With great love, with great light, and infinite gratitude, this is Tom Kearin here on the Tom Kearin channel in the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Until next time, we'll see you soon.